Hello and good morning. Happy New Year. We're going to get right down to brass tacks here. First one up on the watch list this morning is IQST. Now, IQST has had a few good green days in a row, Friday being the best of them, but it did not close super close to its highs. I would like to see this have a dip and rip, preferably somewhere down to the 90-cent area, and then continue northward. You can see the past few days that it has had good runs. It had a little bit of a dip out of the open, nothing too extraordinary. But that's what I'm hoping that we'll do today. Now, this is getting to the point that it could be overextended, so I'm not going to be in any rush to get into it. I'm going to wait for it to set up for me and show me that it's going to continue before I hop into that one. Next one up on the watch list, AXXA. Now this is on PermaWatch still. It's not breaking out yet, but it's still consolidating pretty close to those highs. So it's going to be on PermaWatch until it decides which direction it wants to go. Looking for that breakout of about 90 cents with conviction and volume. You can see the last time it tried, it didn't quite have enough volume to get through that key level, but it's still pretty close to the highs there. So it could do that coming up, or it could decide to fail. So we're going to keep it on watch until it decides which way it wants to go. Next up, OWUV. Now, OWUV is a little tricky to play right now because, again, it hasn't decided which way it wants to go yet. Hasn't really given us a defined panic. Yeah, you could have bought in here on Friday at 0.42 and sold at 0.47. Decent little win there. What is that, about a little over 10%, I think, if you had timed it perfectly. So I'm really kind of watching this for a morning panic dip buy. There's no real clear levels that would indicate that the level 2 could turn and act as support. So we're just going to keep it on watch. If we start getting, a 10-15% sharp drop out of it, and then we'll keep an eye on the level 2 and wait for that turn to happen, and then hop in, take that quick 5-10%, move on to the next one. The next stock is Kprx. Now this was on watch on Friday for a week open red to green, and it was more of a fake out than anything. Right here it went red green, and it only went up an additional about 9 cents before it failed and faded. But it actually closed right near where it opened on Friday. So this is actually setting up for a potential third day surge pattern, which on listed stocks it's more prevalent because they're a higher price, so it increases the short interest. Now this one is below 250, so whether it's got a huge short interest or not, I'm not 100% sure. But the third day surge premise is essentially that the early short sellers haven't exited their positions yet from the first day run up. Second day it just kind of consolidated. It stayed pretty well between the first day's green run. So chances are shorts haven't covered too much yet, if they are in it. And then when they start covering, then you get momentum buyers, and then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The shorts get blown up and they start exiting their position as it breaks above this key level. So the key level we're watching here is about 180. It didn't break it on Friday, so if it can break through that level with some volume and conviction, then I'd be interested in Kprx on the long side for a nice little run up. You can see on the 1 day, 1 year chart, there's a little bit of a multi-month breakout. If we could get above I think that would be the next resistance, would be about 225. But if you could get above there, then it could be a pretty strong runner. So we're going to keep that one on watch for today for that action. And last but not least, now I'm a little biased on this one. This is my long-term hold position, so take what I say on it with a grain of salt. But if you look at the 1 year, 1 day chart, you can kind of see a cup and handle forming. Now there was one right here a little bit, and that was the first breakout right there. But if you look at the long term, from this spike, boom, there's the bottom of the cup, and here's the other lip of it, and then we're forming the handle now. So this could potentially have a few solid green days left in it. and then possibly breach these levels of 0.032, 0.034. Would of course be the 52-week breakout. So pretty bullish on this one. Obviously, I'm holding it long, but we'll see what happens for sure. I do like the setup that it's entering into now. That's all I got for today. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a thing. We have the pre-market watch list videos that come out just like this one. We have the daily recaps at the end of the day, recapping the action from the day. And we also have the Trading 101 video series where we go over the basics of trading, and we're adding content there as well. Thank you guys very much. Best of luck. Happy New Year.